Hello students, this is for class 11th, subject informatics practices. Students, till now you have studied all the topics of unit 1, that is introduction to computer system. The unit 1 as per the CBSE syllabus, unit 1 consists of introduction to computer system, in which introduction to a computer, computing, evolution of computer devices, components of a computer system, input output devices, computer memory, types of memory, data deletion and its recovery, software and its types, system software, application software, specific purpose and generic purpose softwares. These all topics you have studied by the last 10th or 11th videos. Now in this video, students, we will start the next unit, that is introduction to Python. But before that, student, I would like to request you to complete your homework in your fair notebook. Kindly listen to me and complete your homework, whatever is uploaded in the homework list. Please complete your homework in your fair notebook, that is related to unit 1. Now we proceed for unit 2, that is introduction to Python. Students, in this topic we will cover today about the basics of Python programming, that is introduction, what is Python, what are its advantages and disadvantages, about the interpreter and compiler and Python interpreter. So let's proceed. Introduction. Student, as the name suggests, Python, if you take the name, almost it is a fearful name, Python. Everyone thinks that if you say Python, everyone thinks that Python is a reptile which lives in jungle. But actually here you need not fear, you need not be scary. Here Python, about which you are going to study, is not a reptile, but actually here it is a programming language which is playful and pleasant for you. If you learn this programming language, you will be able to create small applications, mobile applications, web applications, as well as the softwares. So please don't think that this Python refers to reptile. Actually it refers to a programming language. Python, if we talk about Python, so Python programming language was developed by Guido van Rossum in Feb 1991, and it is mainly based on or influenced with two programming languages, that is ABC and Modula 3. You can see ABC language and Modula 3. Python is based on these two programming languages. ABC language, it is a teaching language created as the replacement of BASIC. You have already studied BASIC in class 6, 7th. And Modula 3 is another language. So Python is just a combination of both these languages. Python is an easy to learn yet powerful object-oriented programming language. Remember, it is not a procedural language. It is an object-oriented programming language. It is a very high-level programming language, yet as powerful as many other middle-level language, but not so high-level language like C, C++, or Java. It is a high-level language, but C, C++, and Java, these are more high-level than Python. So in this chapter, students, we shall introduce you to playful world of Pika and Python. Pika and Python means pleasantly stimulating or exciting to the mind. Means how can we learn Python, what are the plus points of Python and what are the minus points of Python. So let's start. Now I think you have been introduced clearly about the Python. Once again I repeat, Python is not a reptile, but here it's a programming language, a pleasant, a playful programming language, using which you can create the games, the applications, web applications, and the software. So Python is a programming language which was developed by Guido van Rossum. Let's proceed further. Here you will learn about the plus points of Python. What are the plus points of Python? Easy to use object-oriented language, expressive language, interpreted language, its completeness, cross-platform language, free and open source language, variety of uses and applications. So let's start. Though Python came into being in early 1990s, yet it is competing with ever popular languages like C, C++ and Java. In C, C++ and Java, these are the most favorable languages, most favorite language of the programmers. Python is still competing for its popularity, but yet it is popular. Although it is not perfect for every type of application, yet it has many strengths that make it a good choice for many situations. Let's see what are the plus points of Python. First, easy to use. Python is very easy, very simple to use. Python is compact and very easy to use object-oriented language with very simple syntax rules. It is a very high-level language and thus very programmer-friendly language. Second, expressive language. Python's expressiveness means it is more capable to expressing the code's purpose than many other languages. Means in this, the codes of program can be expressed in a very simple and easy way. That's why it is called expressive language. For example, consider the following two sets of codes. Here you can see a code given in C++ programming language, and the same code is given in Python language. So in C++ language, swap value has been a program has been made for swapping the value of variables. We have taken, here you can see, three variables. For swapping two values, we have taken three variables. That is a equal to 2, v equal to 3, and another variable is tmp. Now how to swap in C++? The values are assigned to a and b. So what we do, in tmp we assign the value of a, and in a we assign the value of b, then in b we assign the value of tmp. This way it is swapped. Means here we have to write 4 lines of code, but in Python only we have to write 2 lines of code for swapping. You can see here a comma b is equal to 2 3, that is 2 is assigned to a and b is assigned to 3 is assigned to b. Now how to swap? You can simply write a comma b is equal to b comma a. The value is swapped in Python. So it's a very expressive language, easy way to express. But the same thing in C++ has taken 4 lines. Next, interpreted language. Python is an interpreted language. Means in it, the codes are executed line by line. They are checked line by line. Now see, Python is an interpreted language, not a compiled language. It means in compiled language, the whole program is converted into object code at one time. But in interpreted language, the code is converted into object code line by line. So that's what Python is, an interpreted language, not a compiled language. This means that the Python installation interprets and executes the code line by line at a time. It makes Python an easy to debug language. Means you can find the errors line by line. That's why it is easy to debug language. Another advantage, its completeness. When you install Python, you get everything you need to install with the Python language. That is, its libraries like Panda, NumPy and Maths libraries. All the libraries are inbuilt with the Python. Whenever you install Python language, you get all the libraries and all other things of Python language with it. That's why it is called, it is a complete language. So it's a completeness. That's what given, that when you install Python, you get everything you need to do real work. You do not need to install or download additional libraries. All types of required functionality is available through various modules of Python standard library. That is Panda, NumPy, all the libraries are installed with itself. For example, for diverse functionality such as emails, web pages, database, GUI development, network connections, and many more, everything is available in Python standard library. You need not install any other applications for this. That's why its completeness is its advantage. Next advantage, cross-platform language. Cross-platform language means if you write the program of Python in one system, in one OS, that is Windows OS, and now you are going to run that program in Apple OS or Mac OS, so it will not create any problem because it is a cross-platform language. That means if you make program on one system, so that program can run on another system also. There will be no problem. So Python can run equally well on variety of platform, that is Windows, Linux, Unix, Mac or supercomputers, anywhere. Next is free and open source. Python is a free and open source language. That means you can download Python programming language from the internet freely, free of cost. So Python language is freely available without any cost. That is from the site www.python.org. And not only it's free, but its source code, that is the complete program instruction, is also available with it. That is, it is open source also. If any programming language has its source code with it, it means that is open source. So do you know, can you modify, improve, extend an open source software? So you should say yes. If a software is an open source software, that means you can download the source code of that software and you can make modification if you know. Next advantage, variety of uses or applications. That means Python has evolved into a powerful, complete and useful language over these years. In the past recent years, it has been very powerful. It has become very powerful. These days Python is being used in many diverse fields, applications. Some of the fields are scripting, web applications, game development, system administrator, rapid prototyping, GUI programs, database applications. Means it is being used at different places for different purposes. For every type of work it is being used. So these are the advantages of Python programming. Now let's see the minus points of Python programming. That is the some minuses. What are the minus points of Python programming? It is not the fastest language. It has lesser libraries than C, C++ and Java. Not as strong on type binding. Means the data types are not so strong as they are in other languages. Not easily convertible. Means the code of this programming language cannot be converted easily in other programming languages. Because C, C++ and Java, they have mostly the same structure, same syntax of coding. But Python has totally different syntax of coding. That's why it is not easily convertible. First point, not the fastest language. Python is an interpreted language, not a fully compiled one. A compiled language is fastest language, is faster, because compiler takes the whole program at one time and converts into the object code. But interpreter, Python is interpreted language, so interpreter converts line by line. That's why Python becomes slower. And the other languages, which are compiled languages, they are faster than Python. Second, lesser libraries from C, Java and Perl. Python offers library support for almost all computing programs, but its library is still not competent with the languages like C, Java and Perl, as they have larger collections available. Sometimes, in some cases, these languages offer better and multiple solutions than Python. Remember, Python has lesser libraries than C, Java and Perl. Not strong on type binding. As I told, the data type is not so strong as it is in the other languages. Python interpreter is not very strong on catching type mismatch issues. For example, if you declare a variable as integer but you later store a string value in it, so Python would not create any problem. Remember, you have created integer variable, but now you are assigning a string value, so Python will not create problem. But in other programming languages, there will be a problem because you have an integer variable. So in an integer variable, you can't assign a value of string. That's why Python is not strong on type binding, not easily convertible. Because of its lack of syntax, Python is an easy language to program in. But this advantage has a flip side too. It becomes a disadvantage when it comes to translating a program into another programming language. As I told, that it is not easily convertible because it doesn't have the same prototype. It doesn't have the same structure or syntax like other programming language. It has totally different structure and syntax. But like C, C++, Java, C#, Perl, these languages have same structure, same prototype, same syntax to do the programming. That's why they are easily convertible from one language to another. But Python is not easily convertible because its structure and syntax is totally different. That's it about Python plus point and minus point. Now, if you talk about the popularity of Python, so here is given as per Feb 2013 popularity index. Python was the 4th most popular programming language after Java, PHP and C#. After Java, PHP and C#, Python is the 4th most popular language in the world. That is the reason it's part of your syllabus. Since Python is an interpreter language and not a compiled language, so it would be a good idea to know the difference between working of an interpreter and compiler. So let's see what is an interpreter and compiler. Interpreter, it is a translator which converts high-level language into machine language line by line. The program of high-level language is converted into machine-level language line by interpreter. Compiler is also a translator. It is also a language processor which converts the high-level language program into machine language at one time. Remember, compiler converts the whole program of high-level language into machine language in one go, in one time. That's why compiler is faster and interpreter is slower. Another difference is also there, that interpreter takes less memory in the computer because it is a small program. But compiler takes more memory in the computer because it's a big program. You can see further with the figure. Here compilation, here interpretation. Source code, that is a program in high level language, comes to compiler. The whole program comes to compiler as input, and then the target, that is object code, is converted and output of object code is obtained. But in interpretation, the source code comes in line by line. It comes in line by line to the interpreter, and one line is converted, output is obtained. Another line is converted, output is obtained. Like this, the interpreter works. Thank you. We will talk after this in another video.